What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video or this live stream, we're here to kind of just hang out. I downloaded as quickly as humanly possible the extra level for Astro Bot. I figured, why not give it a spin, talk about the state of play, talk about all the stuff that's just happened this past week, field questions, all that jazz, while also at the same time, of course, playing an incredible game and trying to, of course, set a world record or get there in Astro Bot. So welcome in. Hope everybody's doing good. I know this is actually kind of spontaneous. I gotta just get my bearings and see what happens. Oh, Jesus. Okay, that's not how I'm going to get my bearings. It's not going to be like that. I did see somebody play this one time. Just one time. And, we're going to see how it works. But, boy, what a week we had, huh? Oh, Jesus. What a week we had. Avowed is out, so another game. I mean, Kingdom Come. Oh, Jesus. I think I was allowed to say, and I think I'm still allowed to say right now, that I have been playing Lost Records Bloom and Rage, so that's fun. I can't really talk about it, but can say that I'm playing it, and my review will go live with the other reviews that also are going to go live at the same time. So that's fun. And yeah, next week is... Oh, Jesus. I'm trying to already do shortcuts. Maybe I should just try to make it to like the end of the level. But yeah, I mean, next week, Avowed, Lost Records, now being on PlayStation Plus, by the way, that's fun, right? As well as, I'm pretty sure I'm pressing it. As well as Like a Dragon, Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii, which I am getting better at saying out loud. And then I'm also just doing quite a bit of stuff with that game. I got 2 videos that'll go up this weekend. I got YouTube Short, I think that'll go up in a few days. So I'm pumped. Yeah, this is that new map. New level. I'm really trying to... I want to ignore that middle portion. A thing of ice. I want to not hit that. Oh, well, that's not how you start. I still actually haven't watched, I know I made the video yesterday, but I actually didn't watch that Tides of Annihilation, the 11-minute gameplay. I heard it was really good, and so I'm going to watch it. We'll maybe even do a video on it. No, oh, I was trying to get more air time. That was my mistake. That was my mistake. We're going to get there. Just rust, you know. I don't know how the people that do it shoot. How fast can I? Maybe I should experiment with that before I do anything else. How quickly? Yeah, there's a little bit of a delay in which I can do that. So no, there's got to be a shortcut with that too. Oh God. He always feels, you know, I will say, I've never done better. I've never felt more in control of any of these speedrun levels than that first one. I think that first one, I just had it down to a literal science where I was just able to do incredible things with that first level. And I think that was the highest. I mean, I think I got into the top 200. I'm pretty surprised, too. I'm pretty surprised we didn't see it either. I mean, honestly, that Jeff Grubb thing, which we will talk about today in a later video. I'm going to do a video on that Jeff Grubb showcase state of play rumor. For the summer. I mean, that makes sense, right? If you do it in June or July and you show Ghost, Wolverine, Death Stranding, you know, like, and you do a showcase, that would actually be quite good. So if that was their plan, was like this would be kind of more third party stuff, which it was, right? I mean, it was almost entirely third party, and it was good. It was a good third party, but you know, we also wanted the PlayStation exclusives, which you got in Housemarque's thing. But Oh, I don't know if this is going to be enough time. Yeah. No! So then you get that. I think you have to go in a straight line, if I recall. If I recall how that works. 70-hour mark. Oh my god, yeah. I mean, Avowed, I saw a lot on Twitter today that, like, journalists think that, that journalists think that, like, the average players are actually going to like Avowed more than journalists. I think that's their way of saying that they're not super confident. You know what I mean? Like, who says that? I've seen that a few times, right, where journalists are like, yeah, I can just feel this is going to be a game that there's, like, a discrepancy between what we thought of it and what you think of it. Well, if that's true, you know what I mean? Doesn't that say something about the journalist? So I did see that. I mean, the early ratings for it are fine. I wouldn't say they're, like, amazing. I think it's a 80% on Steam. It actually just went live, like the thing that it just went live, like the chart that shows the player base. I checked it like 10 minutes ago, and it went live 15 minutes ago, and it was almost at 10,000 people playing concurrently. So those people had to buy it. So it'll be something worth, I think, watching. I'm going to be watching it over the next couple days. Yeah. I was considering it, but I've been so unbelievably busy. It's actually kind of frustrating that I'm just so behind. I still haven't beaten Lost Records Tape 1. I should be able to do that today, and then I can, I don't know, go back probably to, no, then I have to do something else that I don't know if I can actually say or not. I have to do another thing, and then Kingdom Come, and then Avowed. Yeah, I mean, I'll probably just pick up Avowed on Tuesday is kind of where I'm at. Too much, you know. I asked for all these games to come out at once, and here they are, and now it's too much for me. Shoot, that kind of slows things down, doesn't it? I feel like there's an enormous amount of speed that can be. Whoa. Oh, there we go. No. Ooh, okay. Well, I mean, I've got to go faster. I've got to go faster than that. Hello, little buddy. The goal is always to get to the top 1,000 players live, right? I mean, I've done incredible things behind the scenes that would shock you to your very core. But some of these maps I just struggle with, and I think it's because I try to just set a time too quickly. There's probably a better way of doing this, like perhaps just trying to beat the map, because I haven't done that yet. I think I could. I think it's just... Let's do this. Okay, now we try to get airtime there, and then, yeah, like that. Oh, what do you have to do? You just jump? Interesting. Fascinating. Oh dear, oh dear. I really love the optics, though, as I tweeted, and it did pretty okay on Twitter. I love how they announced this quite literally 12 hours after the event. You know, like the event was, I mean, I can give you an exact time, actually, if I think about it. The event was at, what, 3 Pacific time? So they announced this probably at 5 a.m. Pacific. So 14 hours after the state of play, they announced this. And it's like, how'd you do that? Or why did you do that, you know? I just don't get it. I just don't. Okay, now what do I do here? Do I have to wait? There's no way. There's no way you can actually wait on that, right? Because that's going to be too much. Now this probably... Okay. Oh, that's it. All right. I mean, that was terrible. Now I got a trophy. Oh, got a bot. Of course. What's my time? Terrible. Terrible time. Right? Let's see. Let's see. Oh, okay. That's actually not that bad. I'm in the top 6,000. Gotta go way faster, though. there's another speed to this, you know. Okay, I'm gonna try this, and then I will look at the comments. I appreciate your guys' patience. You know how it gets. You know how Astro Bot and me get. If we're seeing gameplay of Saros later this year and we get a release, do you think it's possible to release? Yeah. When did Returnal came out in like April, didn't it? So April 21. So yeah, I think it. If I maybe stop stuttering or having a stroke, I think Saros could come out, which is funny because that's the last name of a NHL goalie. I knew how to say the name before they said it. But anyway, I think it could be first half of 2026, which would be like Wolverine. At this point, I'm thinking Wolverine has got to be 2026. I mean, that's not that bad, right? Like Ghost and Death Stranding. And then next year, Saros and... Oh, yes, you can make that jump without their help. Okay, that's going to help me here. There we go. There we go. Oh, that was much better. I cut off, what, 6 seconds easily? Easy. I think goes to the table. Yeah, I think so. Well, Summer Game Fest. Yeah, you know, that is possible. Ooh, top 2,000. Top 2,000. That's a good thought. I think that could happen, too. Do you think Warhouse will announce a second? I think so. I think it would be popular enough to do more. Like, more than one. I think that's definitely possible. They're either going to really, not even milk, but they're definitely going to, like, oh, shoot. I got to get ahead of it. That's a key. That's a key plot point here. But yeah, I think it's possible that Kingdom Come just goes on for a while. As long as they want it to, you know. Downwell, oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I will give you a... I'll just do it now because I died. There's... Oh, can I not thumbs you up and give you a heart? There we go. Appreciate it, man. Dale, what's going on? Still haven't finished Astro Bot. All the levels they've released at the game counts. Yeah. Well, these are kind of just for fun. You don't... You have to beat... You do have to beat it, right? You have to beat it... Oh, shoot. You have to beat Astro Bot to play these levels, but you don't have to play these levels, if that makes sense. If that makes sense. Ooh, I don't know why I did that. I was trying to go for, like, extra airtime or something stupid. Yeah, it would have been just slightly better, and I don't say that as like a mean thing. Like it would have nudged it just a little bit more. And like I said, I mean, I'm gonna stay with it. The people that said the state of play was like terrible, I don't agree with. I really don't. I thought it was solid. It needed help. It needed more, but I don't think it was bad. But this would have done actually. Oh, I gotta nail that jump better. But that would have helped it. Just something as simple as this. I did see Downwell. If you actually watch, go to Podcast Now Plus. That video I did on Alan Wake sales a couple days ago. I did that before anybody else. I saw that investor thing with all the years, and I talked about it 2 days ago. And then yeah, I'm literally seeing now that everybody's talking about it. I mean, I didn't find it, granted, but it is funny that yeah, I talked about that 2 days ago. Before seemingly anybody else talked about it. But I'm pumped. I mean, you can just mark your calendar now, right? For all of the... Oh, shoot. I'm never going to make that. That's a tough stretch right there. After you get that flower, so then that last one that I just died on, that is a tough little stretch. I wonder, is there like a way... Yeah, see, this is what I'm thinking here. That was wrong. But I'm thinking something like a kind of a straight line there. Intergalactic is 2027. I could see it being 2026, but I don't think it's this year. You know, I think it's either next year or the year after. That's true. That's true. They just said they will. And yet again, I will counter because I agree with it, and I actually agree with that strategy. Like I prefer that strategy, right? But what I will say is we just saw The Witcher with CD Projekt Red. They said the same thing, right? They said we don't want to announce our games too early, and then they announced, I believe, The Witcher 4 too early. So, No, man. How can I? That's a tough one. I got it like twice in a row. Right now I can't freaking do it. Okay, hold on. We're gonna make this work. I think that's like something of it. Yeah, that's way too many jumps I just did there. Way too many. Unbelievable. Happy Valentine's. Indeed, happy Valentine's Day. Hope you all are having a good one. We exchanged our... We don't really do... I guess my wife does some chocolates, but we mainly do, at least me and my daughter, we do candy. A lot of candy. You know those sweet tart hearts? They're a staple for me. I love them. Love them to death. Sweet tarts are maybe my favorite candy of all time. I love Snickers. I love like Airheads, but sweet tarts I think are just the absolute greatest. So I got 2 bags, 2 bags of the sweet tart hearts, and a couple other just the like gummies and things like that. We don't go that hard for. She still has like Valentine's parties in school and stuff, just a little bit longer, and then she won't anymore, which is kind of sad. But anyway, so yeah, Valentine's isn't like the biggest. I think it's also because her birthday is soon, and then my wife and I's anniversary is also soon. So Valentine's Day I don't think is as significant, but it's still pretty fun. Love the colors. Love the decorations. I do love Snickers, so I guess I do love chocolate. I love that chocolate. Dang it! I had it, now I'm talking. Maybe I'm getting myself out of it a little bit. Yeah, I do agree with the... I agree with the sentiment that some of these games are becoming pretty similar. I feel like, though, we've always had that issue. You know what I mean? Like, remember the Game Awards that are just like... Remember the one Game Awards that was like all just space games? Remember that year? Where it was just like... I think it was Callisto Protocol got announced that year. But or no, the Troy Baker one got announced that year, too. That one that came out like last year. I forget its name. But, is one of those things falling off? I'm gonna have to make a mental note. I'm gonna have to make a mental note on something. But I feel like we've always had that issue of like there's kind of themes, like there'll be like a sci-fi year. You know what I mean? Not saying it's okay, but saying like I feel like we kind of just always have that. And yeah, a lot of those games looked like they don't even look like Souls games anymore. They look like the Stellar Blades and Black Myth Wukongs of the world. You know, and then it's like, but there's so many of them now. They just keep they're the new thing. Which is kind of cool, honestly. Like, the end result, they're actually really fun games, and I think that Tides of Annihilation looks awesome. Looks really cool. It's just, yeah, you're not getting, like, blown out of the water with something you've never seen before, because there's always, like, a bunch, you know what I mean? So, I get it, and I do actually agree with that, like, analysis I've seen, you know, you and others say. But then it's like, if we don't have that, we're going to have something else. You know what I mean? Like, it would just be live service, or it'd be something, you know, it would be something. Ooh. Oh, I didn't think I could do that, but I'm going to try to make this work. Okay, this is the hard part. How can I hit him but not make that jump? You've got to be able to make that jump. Got to. In fact, you don't have to. I already did it. I already proved it to myself. You know? I will say, while I have fallen behind on playing games, I actually did just finish Cobra Kai. Literally half an hour ago. I finally got to... I watched episodes 1 and 2 last night, and then 3 through 5 today. Oh, man. Teared up. Such a good show. One of the all-time greats. One of the all-time greats. I'm going to miss it a lot. I'm going to miss it a lot. And I'm probably going to watch Karate Kid just because. Just because, like, what else am I going to do? I don't think anything will beat Cobra Kai, but gotta do it. You need to first punch, then you... Oh, God. You need to first punch, then use lasers to make that... Oh, first punch. Okay. Thank you for the... insight. I will try. Okay, I'll read the comments in just a second. And yes, I saw 1 or 2 people asking. This is that new speedrun level. Witcher 4 will be fine. Oh, that's adorable. Happy. I appreciate it, Nick. As I walk into something that I should have seen. Hey, not all holidays are... Oh, I messed that up way too early to do that. Not all holidays are built evenly, and not everybody celebrates, and that is okay by me. I am here to make videos for you, and if that helps, it helps. If it doesn't help, it doesn't help. I will still make the video, you know. But yeah, sweet tarts. Maybe they were just an America thing. I thought they were worldwide. I thought they were bigger. Truly, sweet tarts are amazing, right? Can anybody back that up? I mean, I do all the flavors. I mean, I do love all the flavors. But I do all the holidays. So like Christmas, there's like a themed one. For Valentine's, they're in the shape of hearts. For Easter, they're bunnies and stuff. If you guys know what I'm talking about there. I always get a couple of those. Okay, let's try your thing here. Nope. Oh, I messed that up. I got in my own head. I don't know if I've ever successfully executed the technique, thinking about Cobra Kai here. The martial arts technique that you were trying to get me to do. Punch. First punch, then use the laser. So I'm supposed to... Do I jump first? And then... Like that? Maybe? Let me see. So... Jump, punch, then that? Like that, maybe? We'll see. We'll see how that works. We'll see how this goes. Nerd Space Games, oh, welcome in, buddy. Thanks for stopping by on this beautiful Valentine's Day. I will say, it's good to have Valentine's Day on a Friday. I like that quite a bit. Fort Solis, yes, that's the one. Oh, you're good. You're good. You got your knowledge under lock. Yeah, I honestly didn't play it. I heard mixed things. I did have a friend that said... I saw somebody play it online, and they said they liked it. And then I saw a couple other people say they didn't like it, so I don't know. Jesus, no! Maybe Jesus liked it. I don't know. But yeah. It's a game I would like to play at some point, even for, like, Back to the Past or something, right? Pretty much any game is fair game for Back to the Past. It could be a good game, bad game, game that subpar that I skipped. But there's always an excuse. Hell is Us, yeah. It's from some art director, right, for Deus Ex. So that's pretty cool. I did not know that until somebody told me. It looks cool. It's not like, I don't know if I would get it right now, like if you forced me to say. Ooh. I feel I jumped on that card, but that's just me. And yeah, that's true. That's true. I will say, again, though, that feeling could be for anything. I mean, I know we're talking about like the soul stuff. I guess that's the big difference, right? It's like these harder Soulsborne difficult. So it's like if you're not into them, or you're not good at them, you literally just can't even play. You can't find like any enjoyment out of it. Whereas like, that was great. Did you see that? Whereas like live service, you can play it. But yet again, I would argue like live service or any of these other trends, you know, I'm not good at live service games, and then also I think they're bad, the majority of them. So, god damn. You're in the top 200. Oh, I wish to join you someday. I now look up to you. Have you gone back to look at my other classic speedruns? Well, if you're in the top 200, you were probably clicking off this live stream so fast. You're like, what is this moron doing? I don't know if you were around back with the first speedrun levels, but I actually was at one point good at this. I think I got in the top 300 like 4 times. Some of them just get me though. All right, so go with the momentum. I believe you. I believe you. I'm not here to doubt you. Shoot. Oh, there we go. Can you drop that faster? Yeah, see, that was actually slower. Okay. All right, well, I did it. I just proved to myself I can do it. So now I'm back. Is there a trick with this? Like, am I supposed to go in like a different... Like, is there something to what I'm doing with that? Going straight. But yeah, this is a new level. Centaurian. Remember, every Thursday now for the next 4 weeks. I'm not going to live stream all of them. I learned my lesson last time. The people that watched, like, really liked it, but viewership wasn't really there. Live streaming next week, I think. If I was to play a game next week, it would probably be Like a Dragon. I don't know if I will actually do that as a live stream, but that's what it would be. But remember, they're gonna add levels to this every week. Yeah, Tides of Annihilation was really cool. I mean, I'm really psyched for Housemarques just because Housemarque is still super awesome. And funny enough, even before they were at the State of Play, I was thinking, like, I oftentimes think to, like, Resogun, and any deep cut Housemarque fan will know of Nex Machina. If you guys know what Nex Machina is, I think that game... Moron. Me. But Nex Machina, I think, is a phenomenal game. In fact, Resogun might be my favorite because I just played so much of that game, but Nex Machina is just so tight. Just such a tight experience. Oh, shoot. I almost just left the planet. I love that. I love that game so much. But Resogun's great. Dead Nation is great. So I guess my long story short, that is why I'm really excited for Saros. Shoot. Oh. There we go. There we go. That was much better. I didn't cut, so I have to press square. That's how I drop it. That was much better. I mean, I need to shave off some seconds there, but let's see where I landed. Okay. All right. Almost the top 1,000. We got to get into the top 1,000 here, okay? We got to get to the top 1,000. Oh, I really want to nail that jump. Whenever you go from ice to that orange thing reverse on ground, you lose that moment. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. So you actually don't want, so you actually do want to go on that ice. So ideally, you actually wouldn't want to land on that one, huh? Oh, well, I guess that doesn't matter. Oh, and yeah, Lost Soul aside, I am pretty pumped. I'm pretty pumped. I feel like Lost Soul aside almost got over, what's the word? Like overshadowed by Tides, but Lost Soul aside looks good, and like it's a day one purchase for me, you know? So I think that one nailed it. There was a lot of good. I'm telling you, there was a lot of good. There we go. Oh, beautiful. That had to be my best one. Yep. Okay. I should be in the top 1,000. I feel like that's enough time to cut down. Come on. Yes. Okay. All right. We entered the top 1,000. Now we got to get... I mean, let's just go 100 at a time, right? Now we're in the top 900. Let's get to the top 800. Or no, we're not. Because I don't know how to read. We are now in the top 9. We're in the 9s. Shoot. Oh, I don't even know. I was trying to like do something experimental there, and that's probably not a good idea. I recommend Arcane and Cyberpunk Edge Runners, both masterpieces. Yeah, I gotta watch more shows. I really do. I mean, like Cobra Kai was so good, but I need to watch more shows. I was going to watch something to then make a video on it, and it was a show. I forget what show. But I would like to watch more shows. Also, Until Dawn trailer, by the way. Oh, shoot, that messed me up. Until Dawn trailer, by the way. Really good. Really liked it. Midnight Law. This is very hard to focus. Oh, I don't know why I did that. I did say, yep, I did see the Jeff Grubb thing. I'm going to do a video on that later today. We'll do one on that, and then potentially Tides of Annihilation again. On a spinning lightning, guys, take left route, and that'll save time. Can't be that. Oh, really? Oh, you want me to go? Oh, yeah. It's probably better to just jump. Oh, okay. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. You must feel pretty good coaching me here. You feel like my sensei, to be honest with you. So you want me to go this way? Oh, my God. You're so good. You're so good at this game. Oh, man. That was a pretty... I think that would have been maybe my best, maybe not my best. I feel like I want to land right there. Right here. These two lower guys, that's where I think I need to land. And that's what I'm trying to do. Maybe I'm not supposed to, but not gonna. Yeah, I mean, I can be like if I mean, I guess I used to be. I honestly don't know anymore, but I think I've told the story in passing. It's been a while. When I was growing up, like when I was a teenager, like high school age, and I had this like OCD type whatever problem that I needed to get ready for school early. And what I mean by that is like summer vacation, like when it would be ending, I would for like 2 weeks I would wake up early to get myself ready. And I would like wake up really early, like 7 a.m. for like 2 weeks before school. And I would literally go downstairs to the living room and I would just play a game for like 2 hours, 2-3 hours until anybody else was awake / like got out of bed. So like my sister did not do that. She didn't care to practice. So in those years, I got extremely good and I did it at least 2 times. I could have done it more than 2 times. But 2 years back to back, I played Resistance 3's multiplayer and I did unbelievable. Oh my God, I actually made that. And I did so good at Resistance 3 multiplayer, and I did Crisis, maybe Crisis 2. Crisis 2 or Crisis 3. And I mean, I would just play it like 2-3 hours every day, and I got so good. So I feel, and that was a long time ago, but I have got, oh man, I barely moved up. So I think I'm capable of getting good at multiplayer games. Rocket League, if I play Rocket League like every day, which I'll do. Maybe like every 4 or 5 months, I'll dedicate like 2 weeks to just playing Rocket League. I'll get good. I'll get like pretty good. And then I'll completely like fall off. So I feel like I'm capable of it, but I literally need like practice time, you know? See, okay, I think that's a good path. Oh, I don't know why I did that. That's a good path. Whoa. No! Dang it. Dang it. Oh, thank you, Nick. Yeah, I liked it too. The Kingdom Come video on Back to the Past I thought was one of the better ones. The Life is Strange one I'm very proud of. I think this upcoming week is actually going to be Heavy Rain. And I think that's a really good video that people are going to enjoy. Shoot. So, yeah. I am streaming because I love you guys. Yeah. Honestly, I'm doing it to fulfill, not a quota, like a schedule. And I don't say that as a negative thing because well, number one, I wanted to play this. Number two, and not necessarily in this order. One reason is because I wanted to play this. The second reason is, I said I was going to live stream every Friday. Then I took 3 Fridays off. No, I was moving for 2 of them, so I'm going to give myself that. But yeah, I kind of wanted to get back in the swing of things. With that being said, I can't stay too long. Probably 10, 15 more minutes. We'll cut it short a little bit early because then we gotta go out to eat for Valentine's. But then I'll be back and do videos and stuff. But yeah, no, like I said, I mean, I'll be live every Friday. You guys will have to let me know what you want to see. I mean, we could do like a hangout one next week, or we could play Like a Dragon, which would be an interesting one to maybe try here. I'd eventually like to do one on like Back to the Past live stream, if at all possible. Dang it. Dang it. Black Myth is hard. Black Myth actually broke me. Stellar Blade I found to be far easier than Black Myth, to be honest with you. Okay, see, I don't think I'm supposed to do more than just a single jump with that, so that was probably my mistake. Do that. Do that. Nah, I could sense it. I could sense it. But that wasn't doing well. Oh shoot. Did they say if Saros is in the same universe as Returnal? I think it's its own thing, but I think they directly mentioned Returnal and like the differences, right? So it could be honestly, it could be in the same universe if they care about that kind of thing, which I do. I care about that stuff, but I don't know if they do. But it's clearly the evolution of Returnal. How did I mess that up? That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. What I just did there. Joe, what's going on? Thanks for stopping by. Sorry it took me 15 minutes to get to your comment. Appreciate you being here. Hyper and Rax, what's going on? Shoot! Oh, yeah. I don't think Rebirth is getting... Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I agree wholeheartedly. I don't think it needed it. The biggest thing I think, honestly, they could have done with Rebirth would be to do Queen's Blood as its own thing. And they said they weren't going to do that, right? In that one interview that I think we went over. Shoot. Can I still make this work? If I could have made that work, that could have been kind of epic, but here we are. No updates on Pirates. Nope. If there's ever anything, it normally comes from like Daniel RPK instead, or Variety, right, on Twitter. But yeah, if there's ever a Pirates update, I think I pretty much always make a video on it. So I will definitely cover it if there is one. Shoot, I'm way too far back here. There we go. I don't love it, but we have to do it. Yeah, that was not my all-time. Man. I mean, I believe the world record, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, is somewhere in the low 29 seconds. So I have to shave 3.5 seconds off my run. So I don't think that's going to happen. Let's see. Shoot. There's got to be something I can do a little bit faster there. Maybe there, too. Yeah, that's good. That was okay. I liked how that was heading. Well, maybe PlayStation hopefully is back on track. After a couple years of, attempting something that just wouldn't work with live service. The way they were doing it, I should say. Yeah, Black Myth is very hard all the way through. I got to a boss towards the end of Black Myth, and there's several bosses towards the end of Black Myth that are impossible to me. But there was one boss that I literally looked up how to beat it, and everybody that I watched on the guide talked about this item that I did not have. So I knew I was screwed. And I put in like 5-6 hours into that boss fight, and they said, oh yeah, you know, having this item, you know, stops them from basically like entering a stage 2. And I was like, oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know you could do that. So yeah. So that's just a little taste of what can happen in Black Myth. And there was a couple other bosses that really annoyed the living hell out of me. I never beat it. I never beat Black Myth. I love it. I think it's a great game. It's a very challenging game. It's a well-designed game. There comes a point when I played probably 40-ish hours, but so many of those hours were on just like 5 bosses, you know? Damn it. I was surprised. Yeah, I was actually very surprised to see Lost Records, because I don't know what I'm allowed to say, but like they didn't say anything. Like, you know, I got a code early. I am allowed to say that. They gave me a code for Lost Records, and I've been playing it. Can't say anything about it, but what I can say is I didn't know it either. So when I saw it, on the State of Play, I was like, oh shoot, that's interesting, because I did not know they were gonna do that. I don't know if that's the right move for them, unless the only way it's the right move is if Sony paid them a lot of money, which hopefully they did, because I don't think it's unrealistic to say or controversial to say that PlayStation, I think, would be the highest selling platform for that game for them. So you're taking a large chunk of people that would actually buy it off the market, you know what I mean? Which is fine if PlayStation paid them a lot with the contract. So we'll see. So maybe there's something to that. Yeah, I'm not going to make that jump. Maybe there's something to kind of like getting a little bit of the slide on that ice thing. Punching stops his climb in it. So if I'm climbing, I should punch, is what you're saying. Oh. I said it. I said punch, and then I actually did it. Yeah, no Hogwarts. I honestly was building that up in my head. I honestly thought it could happen, and they let me down. I mean, they let me down in the sense that I thought it was going to happen. Okay, maybe I should try a little something different. Like dying there. Yeah, that's a little bit different. This eye, by the way, if I look weird, I can't really see my face through my preview, but if you're wondering why I keep just, I don't know, really bad allergy or something, my right eye is really bad today. And it happens every now and then. I can't really see much out of it. I'm not saying excuses. I don't think it is an excuse. And I don't actually think it's impacting anything with me. But just in case you're curious. Screw you. Dang it. Yeah, I was still kind of surprised no Death Stranding 2 stuff was shown, even though he was going to do his own thing. I still felt he would be there. Oh, I mean, I've done that like 3 times, haven't I? Dang it! Dang it. Come on. We do get the Borderlands thing in September. That's September. Well, we do get Borderlands 4 in September. My brain did say that right. But we also get the State of Play in April, right? I meant to do that. I meant to jump over. I think the leaks massively destroyed their progress, yeah, for Wolverine. I can't really understand any other way that this would happen, how it did, because I think this would be looked at so poorly if there was any other excuse, you know what I mean? I think you'd have to blame. Shoot, you stupid. I think you'd have to blame the leaks. There could be other stuff you could blame. Like didn't the creative director leave or something? So, I mean, maybe you could blame that. But we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. No! I must not be I must not be getting to like the freaking edge enough. I do think I'm doing like okay. Dang it. Well, let's just see if I can. That's gonna kill it anyway, but if not, or if so, whatever. Yeah, I get clipped there. Shoot. Oh. I mean, I made 2 mistakes that if I didn't make those mistakes, you know. There we go, there we go. I feel like even this, I spend just a little too much time. Like, you gotta look for ways to cut time, right? I'm just really trying to do everything possible to. I plan out other parts to it so well, and then I get to that part and I just fail. I think even there I'm not supposed to do that. I definitely can see, like, there's several areas to improve. No, they clarified in a blog post that both parts of Lost Records will be on PS Plus. So in case you're curious. That's not me telling you anything as a don't nod suck up. That's I found that. I found that in an article somewhere. Shoot, why did I do that? So yeah. Well, both parts will be on PlayStation Plus. Which is good, because if they only gave one part, that would be pretty stupid. I mean, I can understand why you would do that, but I also think it would be just bad to do. There we go. There we go. Man, why am I messing that up all of a sudden now? God. Sekiro and XCOM? XCOM, can't you just like make a bunch of saves, like, to prevent everybody from dying? Is what I would probably do with that. Sekiro, yeah, I bought Sekiro day one. I remember I played it and I did not like it. And I think I probably would like it more now, but back when I got it, I made it not far. I'm hoping, depending on how my schedule is, to do Bloodborne. Play Bloodborne for Back to the Past within the next 2 weeks, I'd say. I don't expect to get through it. I expect to probably play, you know, 5-10 hours and then quit. But that's kind of what I'm expecting. I use the Shure, the mic that everybody uses, SHURE. That's the mic I use. I've seen people use different mics that are like also really fancy. I mean, it's expensive. You know, I think it's like, well, I don't know if it's expensive anymore. I think it's $300 to $400. I would not honestly recommend getting into YouTube and immediately jumping to the best mic. You could get, oh my God, what are they called? Shoot, Yeti, like the Yeti mics. Blue Yeti, is it Blue Yeti? Those are like $100, and I started with like I did like 2 or 3 of those. My friend and I bought a couple because we didn't know what mics to use. But yeah, so I would say like get experimental. Maybe start with the Yeti, because that's one that is not that expensive. Come on. New record. There we go. We'll do 1 or 2 more attempts. But I think this is going to kind of max it out. I'll be in the 960s. Watch, ready? No, wow, 921. Man, I'm so close to... If I can cut another, like, half second, I could probably jump to, like, the 700s. So I wonder where there's time to cut. But we always do this. It's like, all right, we gotta just find kind of a hidden, almost a hidden path. Like that. Oh, come on, man. That little stutter that he had was all in the way. Yep, seriously. Well, it would have been very small amount of time saved. There's got to be some other thing I'm missing. I wonder, just like skip that, jump. Like I don't know. I could try to watch. Well, no, I'm not gonna cheat. I'm not gonna cheat. Like I said in the beginning, I watched somebody do it, but I watched them do it yesterday, and to be honest, like I remember parts of it, but very little. I think I just went right through that guy. Oh shoot! I needed the Bullet Bill equivalent. Sony should, and you know, as we talked about yesterday, I know it makes people mad that Astro Bot did well for some reason. Like kid games, even though I don't know if this is actually even a kid game, but I don't know why kid games are like evil all of a sudden. Some people. Come on. This one's definitely better. Come on. I really don't know how else I'm supposed to do it. Final episode of Alan Wake. Nice. Good progress. Good progress. Ugh. Dang it. Maybe I'm getting tired. Maybe I will start blaming my left or my right eye. My left eye is the stronger eye anyway. I think generally. I haven't gone to the eye doctor. Don't tell anybody. But I haven't gone to the eye doctor since I was 18. So it's been a little while. And by a little while, I mean a while. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Jump, jump, jump. I still don't... Oh, shoot. That was bad. I mean, I don't think this one's going to work. I mean, I messed up. I had to climb twice there, so there's probably no way that's going to work. Yeah. Oh my God. A whole extra minute. Yeah, imagine. Imagine that adds up to a minute. No, a whole extra second. It's actually kind of crazy when you look at it like that, right? Because it's like it doesn't actually seem like much, right? Those small little details that I point out, they amount to maybe half a second each. But it's like half a second is like a norm. You know what I mean? That's the difference between everything. So you need that. Okay, at the same time, though, I feel pretty good about this. Yes! Where are we? I'm going to say 780. Whoa. Almost. Almost the 600s. How much do I need? I need to cut 0.27. So I need to cut out a quarter of a second in order to get to the tops, into the 600s, top 700. Dang it. Okay, but I'm feeling good. See, now I'm freaking back. Now the king has returned. Return of the king. Okay, we're only gonna do it. I gotta get going. Oh yes, yeah. You know, I have Digimon Survive, which to this day I have still not played, but I did Digimon growing up. Digimon World. I think Digimon World 2, which is very expensive nowadays, by the way. But yeah, that trait, honestly, like new Digimon game looked cool. Like I probably would get it, to be honest with you. So I applaud you for being a fan, and I'm excited too. Count me into the fan club. I feel like maybe shoot. Oh man, that was so close. Zion, what's up? No worries, no worries. I appreciate all you guys taking time to stop by. Yeah, the Digimon game looked cool. Like I said, the state of play had some cool stuff. Definitely did. Yeah, that immediately killed me. Come on. I mean that plays a really big part of it. I don't know if hitting him is a wise move. Damn it. Come on. Come on. Ah, I kind of just want to complete it one more time. Just to see. I also think that part's important, which I think I do an okay job. Come on. There we go. There we go. There we go. No! How? I feel like I've made it times before. I would... Sometimes you blame the controller. Like I said, I'll just blame my eye. I'll blame the allergies. Come on. I just want like one more run. Like after the that ruined it. Like after the next run, I will stop. Adobe's good. Like a lot of professionals use it, right? So I think you're doing it well. So honestly, I kind of have found, I feel kind of proud of how I do it because I feel like I take like a lot of like back alley ways. So like I want to learn DaVinci Resolve, right? Is that editing one? I want to learn that because I feel like that's the best one out there. I actually use a very old one, like a 2018 version of an editing software. And I believe Angry Joe uses the exact same one because I've seen when he edits, I've seen what like it looks like, the program, and it looks the exact same. I don't know if it's the exact same year, but I think it's the same company, which I just find like that to be funny because I don't think anybody else uses it. So I use a pretty obscure editing program, and then I use a thing called PhotoJet, which I pay yearly for. Pretty cheap. It's kind of limited in what you're able to do, hence some of my thumbnails are limited. So I do that, which is kind of like a back alley way. But then I use kind of a free version of Photoshop that I do for some of like, if you look at my thumbnails and you see like the people when they're like transparent and they have like outlines, I use something else to do that. And then my wife does thumbnails for me on Back to the Past. If you've ever seen my third channel, the thumbnails are, I think, a 10 out of 10. I think she does an unreal job there. And she uses Photoshop, like legit Photoshop. So I don't think it's also, but by the way, I think it honestly is the talent of the person, not necessarily the editing software, because I think she could make good thumbnails without Photoshop. She just wanted it. So that is pretty much all I do. So kind of old editing software, kind of back alley. Shoot! That's not acceptable. One more time. Yeah, Alan Wake is actually pretty difficult, isn't it? Alan Wake can be pretty hard. Honestly, it's harder on the harder well, obviously it's harder on the harder difficulties, but you'd be surprised. So, because it's more of a survival horror game, like Silent Hill, Resident Evil. Like they leaned into that, not just with the atmosphere of Alan Wake, which I love, but also with the difficulty. Yeah, I honestly use nothing for my voice. I use OBS when I'm doing my face. Like when you see my face in videos, I'm using OBS, and that's it, straight through OBS. And when you don't see my face at all, when it's all just a video of just pure games and stuff, I use Audacity, that one's a very popular one. You can mess with Audacity professionally. I don't know how to do any of it. Like I've always said, and I'm kind of proud of this and also maybe ashamed depending on how you look at it. I'm not good with like any of this stuff, you know. Like I try, I give it my all. I try to give you guys a lot of videos. I try to really do a lot of knowledge-based stuff, you know. I think I've gotten really good at critiquing games and whatnot. I think those are my strengths. But I don't know how to make my voice sound better, or besides better technology. And you know, I'm sure I could look up like guides and stuff, but yeah, I'm just really not talented in any of that other stuff. I don't know what would happen if I was more talented. I don't know if it would matter, to be honest, but that's the situation. So I guess, in short, don't always go by me, because, you know, you might like my personality, but my ability is pretty limited. So just to be, you know, honest with you. You don't go by the same name. I watched the guy that sent you an email about I filled that. I emailed you back, didn't I? Yeah, I just didn't recognize the YouTube name. Oh, well, pleasure to be talking to you again. Yeah, honestly, I mean, like my main advice would be just find your own way. You know what I mean? I don't say, not like disrespectfully, like kind of like you do you. You know what I mean? You're not going to be great starting out. Not you specifically, anybody, right? You're not going to be great. You're going to be like not the perfect form of what you're trying to do, even with all the technology in the world. You know what I mean? It'll take some time. So, you know what I mean? Just kind of go for it. Because everybody does do it a little bit differently. Come on, man. See, I think that one jump right there. All right, I'm probably going to end it after this. Nope, not going out like that. Well, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. You guys are rather nice to me, and I try to basically I just try to level with you. You know what I mean? I'm definitely up for constructive criticism, and I try to improve where I can. But there's just some things, you know what I mean? There's just some things like, what are you gonna do? Like if somebody ever said, hey, like I just respectfully think you need to get better at thumbnails, I would say I respectfully agree with you, but that's it. You know what I mean? Like, because I only have so much time, and like I could take classes, I guess, but I don't think that would be beneficial to me. I don't think that would work out. So I am kind of limited from the technology side of what I'm able to do, but I try to give you guys what I have, you know. I try to be honest with you too, because I think a lot of people don't do that. I also try to bring not world problems into things, which is not everybody's style, but I try to not make, you know, other stuff come into it. Yeah, you know, to be honest with you, I don't know if you have to spend that much on it. I do think, sadly, people look for high-quality stuff nowadays, because it was different, right, when I started. because I started almost 10 years ago, and I can tell you I spent next to nothing on anything to get started. Maybe $200 max. Really not a lot. You know, I have much more expensive stuff now. I had a freaking bare bones laptop. I'm talking about a laptop that wouldn't even turn on half the time I hit the power button. It wouldn't turn on. And it was old. You're talking 10 years ago, and then that laptop was probably 8 or 9 years old. And that's what I did the first year or two of the channel, was on that. I didn't get a computer until 4 years ago. 4 years ago. 3.5. 3.5 years ago. It was October of 2021 that I got a computer. So up until 3.5 years ago, I was literally doing all this on a laptop. And, you know, you kind of just, honestly, anybody, you kind of just make it work. You know what I mean? You kind of just do it. And, I will say, I think as time has gone on, sadly, because of technology and because everybody wants, like, the newest thing, people do look, you know, if your audio quality is terrible, which happens in the beginning, that very well could drive people away, right? Because you just want to listen to things that are, like, okay quality. So that's kind of the sad thing about starting nowadays, is, like, you almost do have to buy, even though you're going to suck at it and you don't even know what you're doing, you're going to have to buy, like, the expensive stuff just because people almost expect it. But at the same time, you know, you kind of just do your own budget. If you can't afford the expensive stuff, you don't do you know what I mean? You do what you can do, and you make it work. And you start there, and then you go. and you go forward. That's it. That's literally it. But it's tough. I'd say it's a lot harder now. Not that it was easy, I'd say, when I started. Because I still think I started a couple years too late. I should have started a little bit earlier. Was that better? Dang it. Okay. I think I'm going to have to end it here. So we got to go eat. And I don't think I'm going to actually beat that score. At least not live here. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate it. I appreciate all the kind words. But it's actually funny you say about the not clickbait stuff, because people will still claim that I clickbait. And it's like, if you think I clickbait, what do some of these Marvel, DC, PlayStation fanboy people? I mean, you should see some of the clickbait that's out there. If you think I clickbait, I'd love to know what you think they do. So it's just that people are just stupid. Some people. But no, I appreciate you guys talking. The ending actually was a lot of fun. I like talking about this stuff. All right. So you guys take care. You know, do your best. Do your best this weekend. Happy Valentine's Day. I'll be doing videos, you know, later on. We will talk about that showcase rumor, and there'll be videos over the weekend, okay? Next Friday, I'll be back, and 50-50. I mean, if you guys want me to play Like a Dragon, I'll do that. If not, we'll do something else, okay? Thank you for watching. Happy weekend. Happy Valentine's Day.